So raise your hand if you've ever gotten to the bottom of a paragraph and realized you hadn't actually read the text. Or maybe you were driving and you arrived and didn't even remember how you got there. Okay, pretty much everyone, because up to 70% of our thoughts are actually mind-wandering. If you mind-wander in the next 3 minutes, I forgive you. So these thoughts could be completely unrelated to the task, or they could be about your performance on the task. And surprisingly, older adults actually mind-wander less than young adults, even though they experience cognitive declines in things like attentional control. And this kind of paradox is what really drove my research. So I was interested in identifying age differences in attention and mind-wandering, and given its ubiquity, also how mind-wandering impacts attention. So we had older and younger adults come in and complete a computerized task that measures attentional control. They simply matched their key press to the letter on the screen, and if they heard a beep, they would withhold their response. And throughout this task, we would have random probes appear that asked participants to classify the thought they just had, and they would say it was either on task, about their performance, or about something totally unrelated. And what we found was, although there's no age difference in performance, we had really distinct age differences in mind-wandering. So older adults actually, again, mind-wandered less, but we also saw a qualitative shift in what they thought about. So they were less likely to report those kind of task-unrelated thoughts, and just as likely to report those evaluations of performance compared with young adults. And we also found that mind-wandering significantly disrupts performance. In particular, those evaluative thoughts seem to be the most detrimental. And critically, mind-wandering impacts older and younger adults in the same way, or to the same degree. So really, overall, what this evidence kind of highlights is the negative consequences of mind-wandering on attention. And if you think about contexts such as driving or maybe standardized testing, these consequences could be very grave. That could cost someone a scholarship. It could even cost someone their life. So the next step really then is to formulate programs to reduce mind-wandering, such as mindfulness training, and thus improve cognitive functioning and attention, which is a really important goal for older adults, especially, who are experiencing declines in cognitive functioning. The Census Bureau is predicting that there's going to be over 88 million folks that are above the age of 65 by the year 2050. So given this rapid aging of our population, we really need to prioritize this preservation of cognitive functioning, and with it, quality of life